Hi, welcome to Amber's Garden Corner. I'm Amber, and this is the garden. Today, we're installing our irrigation. If you look, we have my timer hooked up, and then underneath that is the backflow, then the pressure reduction valve, and then the valve that hooks onto the half-inch irrigation tubing. Now that's going to be running all along there to the other part of the garden. And then dripper sprays. They will cover my whole bed. This is quick and easy so that we can get it done, and my friend doesn't have to worry about watering so much. So we've got 4 in this bed, and that's hooked up to the 1/4 inch tubing, which connects to the 1/2 inch tubing. That's our main trunk line. And that will run along there, and I will provide a little diagram of the plan that I set up for how I wanted to do this.
So we're putting the trunk line down to all the gardens, and we had to get some more 1/2 inch hose, so I'm just running that to we got 2 stretches of that to run to the gardens, and then that'll be it for the trunk line.
Do we need to weed over it along there real quick?
Doing that, we got the trunk line. These are little sprinklers that get placed throughout the gardens, and they got a nice little adjustable head on them to adjust your spray. So there's smaller tubing that fits in there. My hands are wet, so it's difficult to do. Everything's wet today. It rained. But that presses on. Figure out where you want it.
Yeah, we try to put the irrigation in. Every time we've tried to do it, it rains. Here you go. Which is good, because last year it was very dry. Really, it's starting to rain again.
Yeah. So it looks like we'll be interrupted very shortly. Probably just a little cloud passing over.
So that little blue piece punctures the hole in the trunk line that you can fit your bracket in.
Okay, let's get out of the rain.
Okay, welcome back. We got a little rained out there for a minute. So, one of the things you need to be careful of when you're putting down these hoses and everything is you don't get any dirt or any particles in the line. Otherwise, you're potentially clogging up your emitters.
want to put that at the back, we'll need a 90.
Well, one of the things we're trying to do here is if you can see right between the bed and the fence, we're trying to put the trunk line, because eventually I'll have another bed on the other side. And that way we'll be able to just tap into the line and be able to feed it to that new bed.
That's the plan anyway.
And the hose just kind of wiggles into the brackets.
Alright, I'm going in. Wait for the rain to stop again. Well, we are putting a soaker hose in this garden. So we just ran a line up to that.
Did we attach the valve?
Valve?
The, you know, where you can shut it off if we need to?
I didn't know you had one of those.
I do. I will go find it. Okay, I found the little shut-off valves that we got. Show you a close-up of it real quick. It's just a simple little valve that'll hook up to the 1/4 of an inch line. And you can adjust that for the flow rate. We're not sure if the soaker hose will have a lot more volume of water moving through, and this way with this little valve we'll be able to adjust how much it soaks through.
Okie dokie. Are you running just one length?
Yes.
Let's see, it might be easier to do this one. Okay. And I thought I saw little hold downs for this hose.
If not, I can get a coat hanger and open it up, and we can just cut little parts of it and bend it in a U and then stake it in the ground that way. Because that's actually not for that, that's for the drip irrigation.
Whatever, it's not going to work on the drip hose. So we're putting a T in the trunk line to go to the last flower bed. Compression fittings, they just slide on. And we got plenty of trunk line left.
So we ended up having to buy some more 1/2-inch piping, and I got like 100 feet for $6. So it was more than we needed, but I figured it was like only a couple dollars more for 50 when you bought it at 100. So, and of course the stakes not only help keep the line stable, but it also helps keep the hose from potentially kinking up and being a tripping hazard. I didn't have the compression plug for that one, so we'll have to use the other figure 8 one.
Okay, let's go find the figure 8 thingy.
Okay, so this is a different kind of end cap, and what you do is you bend over the line, stick it in through one side, bend the line over and feed it through the other side. It effectively kinks and stops the line. I ran out of the plug compression, but I did get some of these just in case.
You're ready to puncture.
Okay, we're back again. The rain washed us out again for a second. So we take that little puncture tube, and you'll hear a little snap.
And see the water come out.
Yeah.
We just tested the soaker hose so the line's charged.
And so we've got the little valve piece that's on there, and then the 1/4 inch, and then this is the
soaker hose,
the shut-off valve.
Yeah.
Or a valve that we can adjust that.
Okie dokie. Let me see if I can finagle this around the garden.
Yeah, around by the tomato.
I'm just going to go around, give you lots of slack, that way you can finagle it if you want. Hose of any kind, whether it's plastic, metal, rubber, unroll it. Don't just pull it. If you unroll it, it'll be flat. If you just pull it apart, it'll be like a snake and kink it. So we finished putting in the hose and the sprinklers and the soaker hose and all that good stuff. You hook your garden hose into this. This is a little timer that you can set when you want it to go on and off. Then there's a filter and a pressure regulator and a backflow valve. And all those things we just kind of mounted on the 2x4 post of the corner garden, and I used a strap for conduit I had laying around. Fortunately I had one. Probably pick up a second one on our next trip to the hardware store so I can secure it just a little bit better, but that'll be just fine. And Amber's a happy camper. It'll make her life easier.
And we will show a little demonstration real quick.
Oh, demonstration. I like demonstrations. Do I get to turn it on again?
You get to turn it on.
There we go, on.
And there's the little sprinklers.
Isn't that
that
cute?
Are set up. And we'll show you over here real quick. And the beds where I have the soaker hoses are all going. Well.
And this is pretty cheap setup. What do you think you got in it? 50 bucks?
Yeah, we probably got about, well, actually the most expensive thing so far was the timer, and that was about 25 bucks.
Okay, I'm just thinking of the hose and all the little pieces.
Yeah, but
they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, with the hoses, and you know, I got the kit, which pretty much got us everywhere we wanted to go. That was only $17. I picked up some more 1/2 inch hose, which was another $6. The little parts and everything. So we probably got this all settled and ready to go. Maybe about 50 bucks. And then with the timer. So, and we hooked that up over by the bed rather than the faucet because we'll be using the garden hose to hook that up, because there's actually a vehicle would run over the line and we couldn't dig up and everything right now. Well, we've got a mess of strawberries to pick, and we will see you tomorrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a message. And have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.
Oh, that's good.